Wasn't that disappointing? I'm super sad about the way that game ended. I feel very mixed about the performance. There was definitely some tremendous positives to the performance, just in the sense of chance creation. We did create a lot of chances, and we certainly looked like we might carve Arsenal open at any point. It didn't look like Arsenal had a particularly comfortable afternoon, but I think given that they're just not that good a team, it's probably quite well, it's definitely really unfortunate that we weren't able to do what we needed to do. Um, to go through the team individually, De Gea's mistake for the goal was really significant. And when you add that to the one that went in at the near post against Southampton and the very, very bizarre decision to punch against PSG, that's 3 in 3 for De Gea in terms of big mistakes. And he's definitely not at his imperious best at the moment. There have been periods like this before, though, and he always bounces back with extraordinary moments, so I won't be surprised at all when he does. The defence, there was a couple of times when Lindelof looked really troubled, and obviously there was the one in the second half where the ball just bounced over his head. Arsenal attacked our right flank, their left flank in the first half. We kind of knew that that was coming, and I wonder if that's why Solskjaer went for the 4-4-2 in the first place, because he figured Dalot can provide extra cover for Ashley Young on that side to prevent their kind of, basically Arsenal's one main attacking ploy of attacking down that left wing. And then on the other side, you could play Pogba there, and he can have a bit more freedom because it's unlikely he's going to have to do super loads of defensive work on that side. It just didn't work though. And I can't say I was totally surprised it didn't work. It was kind of interesting to see, and I wasn't like raging or anything when I saw it. But it did feel like playing a central midfield two of Matic and Fred was kind of asking for trouble, really. Now, if you look at the balance of play for the entirety of the game, because Solskjaer switched that up very early when he saw it wasn't working. I think it was after we'd gone 1-0 down, but it was just before that last period of the first half, and you could actually see him on the touchline doing this on the TV coverage where he switched to kind of 4-3-3. And that was a lot more effective, and we had loads of the game and really thought we were going to get back into it. I'm sure Lukaku will come in for a tremendous amount of criticism after this game, and he definitely missed big chances. Now, I haven't actually seen a replay of the first one where he hit the crossbar. So maybe that was egregious and terrible. I didn't think any of the others were that egregious and terrible, to be honest. I thought, for example, the chance he missed against Palace, where he was unmarked in the box from a corner, I thought that was a much bigger chance than the ones where, or he made a much bigger mistake, let's say, than in this game, where I actually just thought Leno handled those situations pretty well. The midfield two, which then became a midfield three, I mean, Fred was kind of bright and lively and trying stuff, but a lot of what he tried did not work out well at all. Pogba just did not bring enough influence to bear on the game, all told, although there were, you're always going to get a couple of really nice moments out of him. I thought Marcus Rashford looked exhausted. This is no surprise. I mean, against Liverpool, we all saw that he was basically injured for the second 45 of that game, and he played all the way through. And he's played, basically, like, led the line ever since then alongside Lukaku. And I actually thought when Solskjaer took off Dalot for Martial, he probably should have taken off Rashford, although you can understand why he didn't, given what Rashford can bring to bear in any given moment in a game like that. The penalty was soft, but, we can't sit here going, can't believe, never get any luck with penalties this week in particular. The thing about that result is the result is super sad, given the battle for fourth. I mean, it makes it very exciting for people that aren't emotionally invested in any team in particular. I still think we'll get it, to be honest, because I don't think this is going to precipitate some sort of disastrous collapse. I think the run that we've been on, that run of away games, all-time best run of away games in Manchester United's history. Not like Premier League era, not like, I don't know, I can't think of it. That's the one, not Premier League era, but literally all time. It's absolutely incredible. And it did have to come to an end sometime. And it's a real shame that it had to be against Arsenal in a game that was so pivotal in terms of the top four. But if you'd said to me at the beginning of the week, we're going to beat PSG 3-1 and then we'll lose to Arsenal, I guess I would have taken it. And anyway, can't we just beat Arsenal 3-1 in the away leg? Is that? Oh no, that was the anyway. So yeah, really sad result. Some unfortunate performances along the way. Nothing disastrous. Nothing to panic about. Nothing to say that, you know, all the amazing work that Solskjaer has done isn't amazing work. Even in this game, he changed the game in a positive way in the first half, and he's clearly very tactically flexible. And sometimes you don't get the bounce of the ball, and given how much we've got the bounce of the ball in the last sort of 3 months, it feels really churlish to complain about not having the bounce of the ball today. We didn't. I can't say Arsenal didn't deserve to win that game, because they definitely did what they needed to do in a way that we didn't. Yeah, even if we had the lion's share of big chances, there's been games where that's been the reverse, and I felt we very much deserved to win. I don't think we did deserve to win today. I look forward to the next game so much. Like, this is the thing that's changed beyond all recognition since Solskjaer came in. The fact that a loss like that doesn't feel disastrous. It doesn't feel like, oh, that's it now. The train's come off the tracks. We saw how well we responded after the first leg loss to PSG. I mean, in the immediate aftermath, not even in the Parc des Princes. But yeah, listen, it had to come to an end sometime, this extraordinary run. And right now, I'm more sort of buzzing about what the run has been than really distressed about what that game was. Because, listen, if we miss out on the top four this season, I don't think anyone should be freaking out at all, given that when he took over in December, I mean, the season was all but dead. And it's only alive because we've had such an incredible few months. And here's to an incredible couple of months between now and May, and everything looking rosy then.